It gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome on behalf of the Computer Department and IT Department at the College of Engineering. I, Nikita Natinani, and my co-host Krishna Brahmbhat cordially invite you all. As for the previous 2 days, we had a celebration for the series of significant events. Today, we should consider it as an honor to have such a dignitaries with us to discuss their suffer a journey to success. I heartily welcome our chief guest, Ms. Namrata Somani ma'am, the Delivery Center Head at Tata Consultancy Service, Mr. Nikhil Jain sir, Mr. Nikhil Jain sir, the founder and the CEO at Forensics Technologies Private Limited, Mr. Prerak Shah sir, Joint CEO and Executive Director at Dev IT Limited, our Head of IT Department, Dr. Hiteshi Divanji ma'am, our Head of Computer Department, Professor Dr. Chirag Thakir sir, all the faculty members and my dear friends. As we all know, no program can be started without acknowledging God. So, I would like to invite our fellow mates to recite the prayer and seek blessings from the God. Thank you so much for creating such a peaceful environment by such a heartfelt prayer. I would request Dr. Hiteshi Divanji ma'am to welcome and present a memento to Ms. Namrata Somani ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would request Professor Dr. Chirag Thakur, sir, to present a memento to Mr. Nikhil Jain, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I would further request Dr. Priya Puri Namajuj, ma'am, to present a memento to Mr. Prerak Shah, sir. As we all are aware that we are celebrating the glorious 75 years of LD College of Engineering with various events this year. On 19th, we started with a program heritage walk, visiting all the monumental places of LD campus, following it with a tree plantation drive. On the 20th, we celebrated the Foundation Day under the blessings of the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, and Education Minister, respected Mr. Jeetu Bhai Varani. It is an honor for us today. We are celebrating the third chapter of celebration of LDCE's achievement with our renowned alumni who have given their precious time to us and become a part of our Safar journey to success. I'd like to invite Professor Dr. Chirag Thakur, sir, the head of computer department, to share a few words with us.
Namaskar. Welcome all. It's always a great pleasure to invite the alumni to their alma mater. It's always very satisfying feeling because in Sanskrit it says, Putra Sishyat Parajayat. Any person, any human being, for two people, for two these entities, he always feels proud and elevated when he sees either his son or his student as somebody in industry or world. और एक हरिवंश बच्चे ने कभी बोला था, he said, मेरे बच्चे मेरे वारिसदार नहीं होंगे, मेरे वारिसदार मेरे बच्चे होंगे. So that is also one. I am given the mandate to brief you about computer engineering department. Computer engineering department started its journey in 1983 when Apple was 7 years of age and Microsoft was 8 years of age, and Google was not founded. When we became 14 years of age, Google got founded. 2022, our 35th batch has already passed out. And after 15 years, our 50th batch will join the industry. The department is one of the finest operational department in this beautiful campus. We are in the 75th year, and 35th batch is my motto for the entire year. And you will see that every single alumni member of computer engineering department is contacted either through digital social media or through phone calls in this coming 364 days. And that is the pledge from my department. Computer and IT department has always worked together. I have worked with Madam Hitesh Guranji for a very long period of time. And it is always good to see computer and IT department coming together and organizing such a great momentous occasion, because this event is not only one occasion. This will go in memory lane, and we would definitely like to start from here, where maximum number of faculty members, maximum number of academic fraternity people, and maximum number of alumni, industrialists are contacted. Because from this academic year, we are also starting AIML, that is Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning. This would be the first batch which will get their admissions. So from this platform, I ensure all students, future students and their parents and the society that we will definitely make enough efforts to make sure that they get world-class educations, not only in terms of theory classes, for laboratory sessions also. I'm a faculty और किसी faculty को vacation के बाद कभी माइक नहीं देना चाहिए because our sessions last for 1 hour, but I know at this point, I acknowledge the efforts made by our principal madam. She will be here in a short while. She has really given impetus to the whole efforts of LD 75. We all sincerely acknowledge and salute her for her efforts. And one more time, I welcome you all to be part of this Safar. And a very big thank you to all three of you for being here and sharing your life stories with our budding engineers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Hiteshi Divanji ma'am, the head of IT department, to share the stage. So good morning to all, dear students, faculty, dear alumni. It's a warm welcome or hot welcome because the weather is too hot, but we are too vibrant, right? So it doesn't matter how the weather is. I would be greedy, right? When my teacher taught me algorithms, I only learned that greedy algorithm is better, right? Because whatever you want, you just pick up. So today I have picked up that I would be giving a vision of IT department, activities of IT department, and I would give a 360-degree view. So first I would start with academics. So in IT department, we have 120 students in Bachelor of Engineering, MCA students with 30 of intake, and Masters of Engineering with 18 intake. So dear alumni, I am heading a department which has almost 500 plus students. So a big strength to me. As a part of academics, we do teach theory, but practical, so at the lab sessions in the flow, my students are developing in-house portals. My MCA students have developed the placement portal, which you can go to placement.ldce.ac.in, and my current students are developing the student section portal. What about placements? So just to brief you, my last year, one of the students was placed in Goldman Sachs, and this year, one of the students, Visham Kakaria, has been placed in Microsoft, and that too with 28 lakhs of package. Going ahead with academic excellence, the IT department is I can say, incubation to develop the blockchain lab and AR/VR lab. The government had given us 2.5 crores for developing each of the laboratory. So we have already prepared the layout, and now we would be getting the grant, and we will get the state-of-the-art new age laboratories. Now, going ahead, with people are talking about research and startups, so we are not behind. We have so many startups. 2 of our startups has prototypes already developed, and one of them is Smart Shield. The idea is when there is a rain, the doors or windows will be closed. They have the prototype ready. And one of our startup is digital health card. So our students have developed a digital health card. They had the idea that in India we don't have the continuous medical record, so they came up with the idea to develop this portal. Now, talking about extracurricular and sports activity, so students are not behind. We do play games when we have time, right? And we usually play musical chairs so that we learn that how to grab others' chair in a healthy way. This is a 360-degree view of IT department. The only one-liner I can say is we want to do something, and when we faculty are tired, the students come up and say, "Ma'am, can we do this?" So we are never idle, and we keep on doing it. But the last point I want to say is we cannot do anything without the support of students and alumni. So my shoulders are strong because I have a 500 plus students with me, and now I can see the alumni are all getting connected to me. So it says that if you have two eyes and both eyes go together, then we can have a good vision. So one eye is my students, one eye is my alumni, and let's get it connected so that we can have a good, clear vision. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing such information and supporting us always. Now, let me introduce you all to our today's expert, Ms. Namrata Somani, ma'am. Namrata ma'am has done her postgraduate in computer science from IIT Mumbai. Currently, ma'am is a delivery head for TCS Ahmedabad. Ma'am has collaborated with several industrial units within TCS to develop and launch new solutions. In her career experience, ma'am has worked with clients in several industries like NBCS, banking, process manufacturing, pharmaceutical, energy, resources, ports, and NGOs. Besides long association with TCS, she was also the Vice President and CIO for a large pharma company and was the youngest woman leader in the company. I would invite you, ma'am, to share and guide us all by sharing some words of wisdom with us.
Yeah, good morning to all, and thank you, Teshi and Chirag Bhai, for giving us this opportunity to come back and talk to the students from where I graduated. I did computer engineering in 1991 from LD. While I'm learning now that we started in 83, I thought we were the third batch to pass out from the college. So I don't know, I always felt we were the third batch. And also, very good morning to my fellow LDites. I think both of them are junior to me, so I have the privilege to start. Anyway, ladies is always first, so yeah, the topic says suffer, and I was trying to understand suffer in English becomes suffering. I hope the next 20 minutes you don't have to suffer through that. I'll try and relate to my experiences. I don't like to use the word success because it's very relative from where you are looking at it. You may be successful or you may not be successful. But what shaped up my journey to be here, and what are the things that helped me, or what are the qualities that helped me, is what I would like to talk about in the next couple of minutes. When we passed out, or when I passed out 12th standard, 87, we did not have group A, group B. We only had science and commerce. And I loved maths, I loved science, and nature hence to take science. Now came the big dilemma question. After 12th, what? Right? Natural tendency at those days for women was to take up medicine if you love science. And I just didn't like biology. Biology was the worst subject. I would wake up every day 4 in the morning just to mark up biology and forget it by 4 p.m. in the evening, not able to recall anything. But I think it was a safe choice. So my parents took admission in VS. I went to VS for 2 days and I came back, nothing to do with this. I'm not going to become a doctor. I will prefer to do engineering. And then there was this dilemma question, what in engineering, right? We luckily had a good mentor, Divanji, Hitesh's father-in-law was in the computers field. We knew him, my parents went and spoke to him, and he said, yeah, that's a very good field for girls to get into, of all the other engineering fields, and that's how I landed in engineering and into computer engineering. I gave GATE just to give GATE. I had no intentions to really go and study. of course, post-graduation, but GATE exams are chalo they did without any preparation. When the results came in, I didn't even bother to go and see the results. Results came up on 1st of April, and all of my friends who had given GATE, I had the whole day doing April Fool with them saying, "Tumhara number laga hai, jaake dekh lo," and stuff like that. And evening, somebody told me, I said, I played this prank through the game with all of you. Don't play it with me. There's no, your number is there, you're qualified for GATE. So then came the question, should I do MTech, should I pursue? My mother was very much like, Nana, time to get married. I really wanted to pursue it, that I cleared it, got my brother's support to fight my case and went to IIT. When we were studying, I don't think you would have that problem. India was very famous for not giving exams. There can be anything, any reason, but just Andolan Kore and postpone the exams. So a batch which was senior to us had lost a whole year and was starting with us. So the batch which was to graduate in 90 was also starting with us. And despite all of that, we were just 3 weeks late into finishing our year in 91. IIT needed me to join. I was still writing my exams. And 3 weeks was what was not a period that they would have allowed the student to join late. I made my representations and somehow they felt that it would happen and I joined IIT. Then after passing from IIT, I wrote the placements there, got into CMC, they took me for research, the job was in Hyderabad. I wanted to be in Mumbai for a variety of reasons, and Mumbai didn't have research. So I said, okay, but can you still transfer me to Mumbai? I wouldn't want to go to Hyderabad, and they transferred and they said, you won't get research. I said, okay, I'll move with that compromise. And I joined CMC. But before reaching there, when LD placements were happening, and we had one very leading, very large leading group who had come for campus placements. And we went and wrote our exams and tests. And then they came up with the result, and none of the girls were there in the room. Only boys were selected. So we asked them, so that we don't recruit girls. So if we don't recruit girls, you should not have allowed us to even write exams. And why don't you recruit girls? So after a lot of argument, they said, okay, we will call you for the next round of interviews. Yes. You can't. So after a lot of argument, reasoning with them, they said, okay, we have an interview in Mumbai. If you can come to Mumbai and you qualify for the interview, we'll consider it. And luckily, 3 of us had gone and we all qualified. That's a different story. I went to IIT to study, but we qualified, they gave us an offer. And I was talking about all these episodes of my early days of career to you, to tell that I think you have to speak, you have to demand, you have to ask. If you don't do that, you won't get what you want. So that's very much necessary. Andolan nahi karna hai, but yeah, you have to put it across, right? I mean, especially the placement at LD when we have to really fight why you don't take girls. Second thing, I think for any career growth, you need mentors. And I have several examples of how mentors helped me shape up where I am today. And the first one, as I said, Hitesh's father-in-law was the first mentor who said, girls in computer engineering make a good combination. You need that type of people who can just give you free advice. You need people who may have known you, who have seen you working, and they really feel comfortable telling you something which is in your good. So one of the jobs before I joined TCS in 1996, at the time I resigned from that company, the HR manager there told me, Namrata, very good as a technical person. You have great capabilities as a technical person, but if you want to grow up in life, you will have to develop managerial capabilities. And even till today, sometimes my technologist at a heart starts playing a big role. I try to remember those words. Okay, abhi technology ko chodo, aage kuch aur bhi karna hai. So that was one advice that I got. Then in my early days in TCS, I was managing a lot of projects. We were doing a lot of transformation work for the customers in Gujarat. And my boss at that point in time, one day told me, Namrata, you've done too much of project management. Kar liya bahut. Don't you want to do something different? And I said, what different? And then he said, why don't you look at the COE roles where when I worked with various industries and launched new solutions. And that put me on to doing different things. That told me that it's only one thing that you have to learn. You need to learn much more to really grow up in your career. So that's one more advice that I had gone. One good advice that I got from my customer, and this was when my son was around 3-4 years old. We had a project in Mehsana. My team used to stay there, and generally customers used to give us meetings when I would go there once or twice a week. He would give meeting around 6:30 p.m. And then you said with a meeting with him till 7:38, then you start from Mehsana, come back home, the kid would have gone to sleep. So one day he told me, Nandita, you're doing such a good work, why do you live life with guilt? So you are a working mother, you're doing a lot of balancing act, you do a fabulous job, you are a role model for me. I tell my daughter, see, this is what she is doing, but I always see that you're living a life with guilt. And that's when I realized I need to stop living this feeling sorry about not being at home when things are needed to be at home, because there are times you are at home when things are needed and you put office at the back burner. So that was one great advice. And then parents are also mentors. I mean, a lot of us at this age don't like to listen to parents. How many of you would agree to it? Right? So parents are also a good mentor. In 2 episodes, very specifically in my life, after I joined, I used to top every year. I mean, it was a different story. We never had toppers list at that point in time. And in one semester, I didn't top. I missed it by 2 or 3 marks. I didn't feel bad about it. But I was trying to understand it, both marks के लिए, and then my mother looked at it and my mother said, I'm very happy you didn't top. Then I felt very bad about it. So it's, no, I feel happy because today you're going to have that learning that there are many more like you. It's only a question of 2-3 marks, but there are many more like you. So you should never believe that you are the best, and you should be alert and you should be competitive all the time. There was a phase in my career, again when my son was growing up, I thought I'm going to have to share job, there's a lot of work demand, I'm not able to do that pension. So let me take up a part-time job or let me take up a job which is less demanding. I interviewed for it, I got cleared, they gave me an offer letter, and I was thinking about it, and that they called me for the meeting, see why don't we finalize it type of a meeting. And then my mother said, Nandita, this is just a passing phase of your life. 2-3 years your son will be grown up. So why are you like doing a suicide in your career? I listened to her, I went for the final meeting, and ironically, luckily, I don't know, but they also, when they looked at my profile, they said, Nandita, why do you want to take up this job? You are much more caliber to do things. We would recommend that you deny this job. So yes, mentors are there, but it may not be like to call up somebody and say, give me half an hour and I want to understand. But yes, the people who really can give you good advice, find them, and they would help you move ahead in your career if you are stuck. So this mentorship that I got throughout the journey, and even today, when I'm stuck with something, I can figure out a solution. I know people to call up. And just call up and say, I'm facing this problem, what would you do? Right? And get a view and go ahead and do it. I think hard work and action has no parallel, and that was a great learning. Again in TCS, I think when I joined TCS, I had some 5-6 years of experience. After 6 months in TCS, my boss once told me, why don't you take over this project? I didn't know what the project was all about. I said, okay, if you're asking me to take over, I may as well, because you would understand it better than whether I have the caliber to deliver it or not. And so I found out that it was a totally messed up project. The project totally gone wrong. And the customer had demanded it has to be completed by some timeline. And the timeline was just atrocious, looking at the mess that the project was in. We were working at the customer side, in the customer office. They had given us an X number of desks to sit, and we needed more people to bring the project out of the mess and meet our delivery commitments. So we said, okay, we will do rotation. We will work 6 days a week, 1 day off instead of 5 days, and we will have weekly off. So some people will have a Monday off, Tuesday off. So the customer office started running 7 days a week because of us. So the customer noticed that here the team was so dedicated that they're working 7 days a week. Then we had still more problems to solve. I had commitment to go home. My son was 2 years then. So every 6:30 in the evening I'll go home. 9:30 I'll come back when he's gone to sleep. And 9:30 to 12, some of my team members would come and we'll work together. whatever testing we will do, we will find out bugs, keep it for the next day for the day shift team to do. So the customer noticed that as well. So when we went and brought the bad news to him saying, sir, whatever you're asking is the timeline, why you're putting in all the hard work, we are not going to be in a position to deliver it, but here's the new timeline and I stay committed to it. Before that, many people from PCS would have gone and told him the same thing, saying we need more time. So he reflected upon it and he said, for the first time, somebody is coming and telling, I will not be able to deliver it on so and so date, but I can do it on so and so date. And I've seen you all working and slogging, and I will take it that yes, you're going to do it and extend you the extension that you need for. So your action definitely speaks louder than word. What you do gets observed. People will see and understand what you're doing. So that's something that came up. Also, I learned very early in the career when you manage a crisis project, yes, you burn out, but then you learn a lot, which takes you much longer. And then you should not shy away from responsibilities which are going to put you in difficult positions, would need more of your time, or you need more energies to be put in. Two more learnings to share. How many of you believe that padhai matlab ki engineering degree and you are done, then you are out of the open books and read? How many of you would have that belief? No, everybody knows you still have to learn. Okay. I learned it while working that there is only called learn. People say you have to learn. But I think in IT industry it's all learn. Technology changes so rapidly. Every 3 years there's something new. Now if I have to lead something, I really need to know what AI/ML is. If I need to lead something, computer vision, then I need to know what goes behind computer vision, right? While I must still be managing things, my technologist at heart has to continue working. So you learn. And a couple of examples from my own career of how I would have learned things. I talked about this project which had totally gone wrong. It was for a financial services company. And we were building an entire end-to-end system for a loan management application. When I took over the project, it was midway. And here I was an MTech, a technologist who would know the technology so well. I wouldn't know what credits and debits would mean, what accounting would mean. And I think those days our curriculum never had electives. We only had very specific technology courses to study. Married to a chartered accountant, I didn't really need to understand finances. And now the set of problems, even to gauge that this problem that the customer is reporting is big or small, I really needed to understand that industry. I really needed to understand what credit debits is. I really needed to understand profit and loss. I really needed to understand trial balances. I went to my husband one day frustrated, boss, I don't understand any of this. I'm not able to make sense of this project. He said, "ठीक है." I thought he would quickly teach me something. That was the quick rapid session. We didn't have Google those days, right? So he says, pick up 11th commerce textbook. And read it, simple. And I spent the whole weekend reading it. I understood the whole thing. And then I think we really brought the project back. And the customer even appreciated it, that yes, you helped us make a lot of change in our organization, but it was delayed, fine. But the end result is very good. The second such example would be we were implementing an ERP package for the DG industry. And in ERP, you really don't write a lot of software. You just have to set up things in the ERP, right? So you have to understand customers' business and set up things in the ERP. And here, one of the customer leaders on costing, he had written books on costing. And then he was saying, no, this is not the way I want costing to happen. This is the way it has to happen. And my team members, everybody was struggling. We were all struggling to face and get that through, because if we couldn't get it through, we wouldn't be able to finish the work. And I read a book on costing. Of course, not in a weekend, it took a little more time, but I read the book on costing. I read his book on costing. I read what was the ERP doing in costing. And then we sat across and I explained them and he turned around. And then we could take the project through. So yeah, learn. There is nothing in IT which is called learn. Whatever you will learn, whether it is technology or other behavioral stuff, it will always take you forward into your career. And the last one, I think where I am today, I am somebody who can't do the same thing again and again. So if I have done project management 2-3 years, I think there's no challenge. So I went on to do something else, and I went on to do COE work where we would actually create assets for the company. And then I said, "Abhi ye bhi bahut ho gaya, abhi kya?" And then I went to do something else, and then I got so bored of TCS that I said, "Abhi TCS bhi dekh liya, 11 years, that's too much." So I went and changed. I went and became a CIO somewhere. And then again came back to TCS for different reasons. And from there, I again did sales roles and many different roles and not only technology roles. So that made me, I believe, a broad-based person rather than deep into one technology, and that enabled me to reach where I am today. I manage TCS Ahmedabad operations. We are like 12,000 people here in Gujarat. Delivering for customers across the globe, whether it's in Australia, New Zealand, or US, Canada, Mexico, UK, Europe, anywhere. We work across several industry segments and several technologies that we deliver from here. And I believe my own attitude of getting bored with something helped me learn so many things that I could really reach this position, and I hope I'm doing a good job for TCS. But that's my story. I hope there were takeaways for all of you from that story, and wish you all the best for your careers in future.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was such a pleasure to hear from you. And we thank you again for such enthusiastic and motivating words. Now, I'd like to welcome our respected principal, Professor Dr. Raju Gajjar, ma'am, to inspire her with her words.
Oh, thank you very much for being with us. All the experts, the CEOs, the directors, and our alumni. So, basically, I was connecting with, I came halfway through. I must have lost quite a substantial part also about how our initial struggles must have been. But in my mind, I was connecting with you, Namrata, very much in terms of the turmoil, in terms of the broad base, in terms of how you come into your own. And I think that is one big takeaway that each of our alumni are going to showcase to us. Yes, there are hurdles. Yes, there are a lot of steep climbs. In fact, while the steep climbs, there are falls also. Given the shortage of time, they might not be teaching you down into those turmoils. But of course, I think that is where the learning starts. That is where we evolve as professionals, as humans, as the best engineers that we are seeing over here. Because in those times, if you feel that you failed, and then you just feel that, start getting negative vibes about, oh, the world is bad, oh, so-and-so did this, and this, and this, and this, they will be here. But instead, I'm sure each one will also tell you how they reinvented themselves. They have evolved, right, Namrata? And I like one more feature, forgive me for that, being a female. There are other struggles. So to all those females, all those girls over here, look at both of us. We went through those struggles. Three of us, many. So long and short of the story, I want to listen to more to the success stories and their own. But the message that each one of us that I am here to listen to is, they evolved, they are the fighters. So bring out that fighter, keep nurturing that fighter within you. There is struggle, there will be downfalls, but look at that peak up there, that I am going to be there. Today, before you leave this hall, make a big promise to yourself. The promise that they had done to themselves years ago, the promise, I think she said, learn. Today also she is saying learn. So probably from the question that you asked at the end, she is going to give it more. Reinvent yourself. No some part of herself, some part of the world, some part of her own profession that she wanted to always touch and she was not able to touch, is what we have to keep doing, keep reinventing ourselves, keep being very positive, very positive. Never ever say that an outside reason was there and I couldn't handle it, or the other way around. These are two extremes. The other way around, I'm not good, I don't deserve, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. There is a very nice tightrope that each one of you is already expert at traveling. And that is the road to the success. So thank you very much once again, and let's go on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such inspiring and empowering words. Now, let me introduce you to Mr. Nikhil Jain, sir. Sir is currently the founder and CEO of Foresight Technologies. Nikhil sir is one of the founding members of Elite Core Technologies who has successfully charted the overall growth path since the company's inception. Sir has been a driving force behind two global brands, CyberRoam in the network security UTM market and Crestal in the telecom OSS BSS. From 10 employees in 1999 to 1,700 employees, a strong organization. The growth of Elite Core has been incredible under Sir's leadership. Nikhil sir is now an angel investor and strategic advisor to 10 plus startups. I would request Mr. Nikhil Jain sir to come on the stage and share a few words.
Right. So, good morning still. Can I hear from you guys also? I don't see energy. And you will see the energy in the next 20 minutes. So guys, first, it's my pleasure to be again in this campus. I live very near, 2 kilometers away. I every day come in the morning over here for a walk, stay, right? Yeah. And I was 1997 pass out. And I still remember there was my golden period of the learning, means, as it was very near. And there are only 30 seats of MCA across the Gujarat. It's not before, and 70 divided between 3, DDIT, Rolwala and LD. Even though I was qualified for Rolwala, but I chose LD only because of the infrastructure. Because there were ORGs and machines, my friends were over here, right? And I used to come every vacation from 7 to 6 or 8:30 till that time lab close. And I learned so many things over here, which I still remember, and that become the foundation of my career. So first message what I want to give is, it's on you how much you get out of the institute. It's not on institute how much they give it to you. Because institute is an infrastructure, right? So first is very important. And the second message, and then I will say my story. The students who are passing from this, they're the alumni. They represent the college. And if you see, it's on us when we take this college and how we take this college. Because college always remembered by the professionals, they are working outside this institute. So keep these things in mind. First, if you're in first year, take maximum out of the college. And in today's time, when I'm learning, professors also learn from you. Because you do fast boogie, you're intuitive more than professors. It's not a professor, but professor is an experience, right? They did a study, but you are the guys who can do a lot of case studies for them. You can enhance their case studies, right? When they give you the assignments, right? It's on you. You read fast, you build projects, you do prototypes, and give back to your professors. So it's not always professor who gives to the students, but make sure when you go out, you have something in your mind, and then we'll see all these case studies, what I really did with our professor. So now again, coming back to my background, I was in 1994, MCA, and lucky to work on the networking. We have a Professor Buddhe, who was, how many people know Buddhe? Oh, nice. And I was a favorite student, and I will say why. And then I still remember D.K. Patel, Savalia, Sanjay Chaudhary, Savita Madam. I'm still in touch with them. So when we passed out, when I was in the 5th semester, so MCA was 3 years program, right? And when I was in the 7th semester, we were the 3 friends who were chosen for the project, which was TCP/IP. And at that time, TCP/IP network is over here. It's on the black screen. You don't understand file transfer and all those things. You never understand the file has transfer over there and all. And but there's a used to say many bogia and all those things, right? Okay, fine, because it's the same terminal and you're transferring file over there, right? Why it cannot be as simple as Microsoft, right? Cut, paste, and done. But that was not the simple case because it was over the LAN. So it started from there. And then as he was associated with so many industries, he was also associated with the Elegant Microwave. The company used to work in Java. And Java was very new at that time. There's no material available in Java. So he has given us the opportunity. We were appointed as in trainees and we worked in the Java. It was very new. Because of him, we learned the Java. Now, everyone in the MCA batch has gone for Oracle. Because Oracle has a job to do. And Java was too risky, right? Means you don't know what will happen to Java and then there is your C. So one challenge what we took, I chosen for the Java and the TCP/IP. And most of the people of our batch in 1997 gone for ERP. Then there was one piece and answer, right? And then Oracle and all those, right? B2K and one more piece with her. Visual Basic to try, but Visual piece Pascal no. P Fox no, right? And one more, right? So yeah. Cobol to both rana then, right? So because now you tell so much, you remember them, right? So we got in Java, right? And surprisingly, everyone, right, who took Oracle, they got some 8,000, 9,000 package during that time. And I got 25,000 because there was a company from the US. They were looking Java freshers or Java people, which was not available in Ahmedabad, right? I was there. And luckily they were hired from IIT and all those things. They built a team because these two gentlemen, right, were from US, did double PhD. And I was their first employee over here. They hired another 10 people, senior than me. But as I always work hard, right? I used to do coding for 12 hours, 7 to 11. That was my lifestyle. And still today I will say how, right? So I learned a lot. I written myself the whole database into Java, servlet into Java, screens in Java. The project which this company has given, there was a Jode. It was the same interface what Visual Basic used to be at that time. That was not in Java, right? And in 6 months, this company has sold the whole product to another company in 5 million, right? And luckily they have shared some fortune with me also. So I was enough lucky to get $50,000 in my early age, within 1 year, right? And that shows me the value of taking risk, innovation, working on new technology, not going in the MNCs. I'm taking the Oracle or TCS because I have an offer letter from Oracle also. As usual means I have Oracle Incorporation from US. But that time I have another offer, Hemal Patel and Chirag. They were the two gentlemen, again from LD by the way. Chirag was the founder of IceNet, right? So they were looking for me. I submitted something and I submitted the POC from Elegant Microwave. And they said what you have quoted was the highest compared to what Tata Teleservices has quoted and all those things, but your prototype was the best. So rather than we go and give this assignment, why don't you join us? And the vision was to make the ISP, the IceNet, right? Means, so when I cleared the MCA, there was nothing like internet. It was very new. So we have to dial STD call to Bombay. It cost you somewhere 1,000 rupees in a day and 200 rupees in a night, and the internet. So if you want to serve internet of 64 kbps, during those times, it used to cost you 2,000 rupees for 10 minutes. So if you want to download one Java version, it will cost you 10,000 rupees. Now that was the days what we have seen. And today if you want to download Java, it's take 1 minute, zero cost, right? So the carrier wise, if you see, we have set up the first ISP ISNet end to end, right from network to the billing solution to the serving, and we were the first company in a team of 11 people. And the team of 11 people was, I was the first. I took my 4 friends again from LD and 3 from Rolwala. So this company was a full formation of the youngsters only. So 5 trainees, 4 friends. So, right? And that's what I'm saying alumni can do for LD. Means if you're going out, if you're not hiring the people again from this institute, somewhere the problem is in you. Because you're not trusting your institute. So we always keep hiring from LD every year, at least 9 to 10 people. Still we are hiring. So that's one. After that, the project what we made was so successful because at that time 454 has been launched in India. And no one has able to go live because of a lot of infrastructure problem. No billing solution, no network available, no capabilities available. So then they offer me, Nikhil, why don't you start as a company and run that company? I was only 2 years experience. I said, okay, let me take this challenge. And luckily we got very good success in India. We got 16 ISP. And all those, the Reliance, Giant Studio, name anyone, during those times were our customer. And within 1 year we have acquired. So that's another example. If you really build something from scratch, ahead in time, being innovative in the solution, you will get the success. So that's what it is. Then we come up with another product which was the internet in the office and all, but it has a limitation because during that time internet was very costly. So we come up with a product Cyber Home, which was a firewall and all those things after a lot of research and all. 2 years research because we launched our product Linux box and all. That time professors were also against the open source because it was a Linux open source which we converted into the Cyber Home firewall solution in a box. And we took the funding from Carlyle, 10 million. Now that was another first step. Somebody sitting in Ahmedabad, it was very prevalent in Bangalore, but not that much the way it is right now. Getting the funding for the IT companies because IT companies in India समझ में नहीं आता था. It's everything soft, nothing tangible, right? Bank doesn't give you the loan also. So soft ही है, सब दिमाग में ही है, right? So nobody gives you the fund. So that's the biggest problem still, but it has been resolved now. So that time, Carlyle invested in us 10 million. Our revenue was only 2 million. So it's 5 times the valuation of the revenue. But the way we are optimistic, we took the product in the US. In India, we were very successful, and we failed miserably. We spent it out of 10 million, 2 million, and we haven't got the sales of $200,000 also because it was a different market. And somehow the contract what we signed with, or the agreement we signed with the Carlyle, was not in our favor if we are not performing. And everyone has lost the wealth 80%, whatever we have created. But then we continued. In 2011, we bounced back. Our revenue went to somewhere 10 million from 2 million. It was good. Carlyle has returned back our equity in the same proportionate because of we perform and all. So that was the first failure when we failed, and we could have took the decision and let's move out. There is nothing left because we lost 80% of our equity. But it was a commitment to the fund what we raised. It's somebody's fund, right? And in 2011, we returned that fund 100 million. 10 times. You can see on the slide, right? So we give 2 times exit to Carlyle. One in 2014 in the form of Cyber Home going to Sophos. Sophos is a listed company. And they went into the public by 1 billion in 2015. So some product which has been built in Ahmedabad with our own team, our own people, right? Today it's sold out, or it's with a company with the valuation of 1 billion. If you again go right now, it has been acquired by another company and the valuation is 3 billion. In 2015, we took another product which is a telecom product. The architecture wise, it was handling the India's petabyte of data. So every CDR, the record passing through the network, we were recording it because of our government and security clauses, right? So we used to manage a petabyte of data. The first registration, which is in 2 seconds by Vodafone or Reliance, was done by us. Wi-Fi anywhere, right? If you go to Reliance and you see the Wi-Fi anywhere, right? And seamless switching from mobile to the Wi-Fi was done by Elichcore. So there's so many innovations in the last 10 years which we have done in telecom. We have seen all those dial-up, DSL lease line, 1G, 2G, 2.5G, 4G, 5G, and all those things. So that was a journey in the telecom. I was heading the software division of Sterlite. Again, the change in experience because they're big MNCs. Anil Agarwal, if everyone knows, right, he's the metal man, right? And he's sitting on the valuation of 50 billion. You don't understand the software. उनका तो सपना एक ही था बस इस कंपनी को TCS बना देना, ठीक है? Now who can tell TCS ऐसे नहीं बनता है, right? Means you don't have 700 people. You have to go and निकल जाए and इसको TCS बना दो, right? It doesn't happen that way, right? But that's okay. That was his understanding. But we did pretty well, and then we have grown the company in 2000. But that was not my excitement, and I decided to come out of it instead of the $500,000 offer for the salary and good million in my bank account. I realized it's of no use. If I'm not using my capabilities or what I've learned or my passion, which is innovation, driving the products, I'm wasting my time into the enterprise. Doing what? Hours and hours of meeting, right? Explaining to the people, to those people who doesn't understand IT, right? Means I have to simplify. When I say the architecture, नहीं इनको समझ में नहीं आता, इसको simplify कर दो. Because and he's right on his place because he's a person known in India. He took any miserable company, turn around, but all those are in metals. Basically, right? If you go and see Anil Agarwal, he's a very successful person. And he understands the finance and the return and all, but he doesn't understand the IT. And I was wasting a lot of time in understanding the management. ये कैसे होता है, right? And IT is something you cannot change over the night. Means you cannot convert your 35 or 40 million revenue to 1 billion revenue. Even though we tried, we reached to 200 million. But then I say 1 million में तो ये पूरा career और life ही बेकार हो जाएगी. So it's not that what I was looking for. In 2019, I decided to get to exit from Sterlite, and then the decision was what to do next. Luckily, it was COVID. Everything was locked down, right? My first idea is to really go and start another enterprise. But then I got a lot of incubations to offer, basically under universities and all. And myself, I realized that I'm not reading technology since long. So I learned CV, I learned blockchain, I learned Docker, container, everything. And the outcome of that in 2011, I've done 10 investments. One into the CV company, which is Avid Technology. We come up with a very good product. Another was a small startup. This is an old company, but then we given them the new shape, took the product on the cloud, which is Blackbox, HRMS company. One is Nursery Life. So right now I'm mentoring 10, I'm investing in 10 companies, mentoring 20 incubations startup company, part of the ITV as an angel investor. So, short story, keep your passion, believe in yourself, have a confidence, more you expect from others, believe in giving more to others. So simple. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing such experience with us. Now, let me introduce you all to our guest, Mr. Prerak Shah, sir. Prerak Shah, sir, is Executive Director and Joint CEO at Dell Information Technology Limited. In his 22 plus years of career, he has assisted in the implementation of many IT projects ranging from dynamic websites, business process automation applications, portals, and ERP solutions across many verticals. Helping the less privileged is a subject close to his heart and strongly believes in uniting for a cause by empowering the ones that are already working on it. He has been recognized as a youth icon by Yuva Unstoppable for his continuous support and guidance in spreading the kindness and participation in the programs that are aimed to help the less privileged and make our society a better place to live. I would invite you, sir, to share some great few words with us.
Good morning, good afternoon, પહોંચી ગયા છે. We have such a rich energy and alumni plethora કે વાત કરીએ તો રાત બી પડી જાય. Correct? So, good afternoon, guys. Needless to say, it's not an honor, but more of a pleasure and privilege to be here, I would say. Principal Madam, thank you for leading from the front. We all are with you. And the alumni community, students, faculty, everybody. You know, it's good that three core pillars of any institute, which is students, faculty, and alumni, they're coming together. Namrata Madam and Nikhil, they both have covered pretty much everything. મારા બાકી રહ્યું નથી ખરેખરમાં, બરાબર છે? Absolutely. Now that I'll bring them together. The interesting part is, you know, Namrata Madam passed out in 91. So she started her journey at LD in 87. Then I started my journey at LD at 90. And I passed out in 94, along with Hitoshi. We were batchmates. And Nikhil, I can say I have one junior too now. Namrata. You started in 95, 94. So when we finished, he started and he finished in 97. So we have a continuous 10-year coverage from 87 to 97 in front of you. All right? That is amazing. You know, it's a coincidence, you know. And what we have gone through and what we went through is totally different. Some, you know, we were talking about the systems. 5.5 GB ફ્લોપીથી ચાલુ કર્યું હતું અમે, બરાબર છે? અને હવે તમે ફોન પર ગીગાબાઇટ્સ ઓફ ડેટા લઈને ફરો છો. વી એડિટરમાં કોડિંગ કરતા હતા અને બસ એરર કોડ ડમ્પ આવે એટલે અટકી જતા હતા. કારણ કે કશું, there was no interface that will tell you what actually happened inside the nabla, so to speak, at that time. Right? And then you have to solve the errors. અત્યારે તમારું કમ્પાઇલર અને તમારું એટલી ડિટેલ એરર આપે, અહીંયા આવીને મૂકે, અહીંયા સુધારો, અને જો એને ના મૂકે તો ગૂગલ મારા બાકીનું કહી દે, બરાબર છે? So life has become really very advanced and easy for all of you. But some of the snippets that I'll cover from here, I put together a small video, we'll go over it very quickly at the end. You know, that was just to connect with the thoughts rather. But જેનું સહેલું છે ને, જીવનમાંથી જેનું સહેલું મળે ને, એટલું વધારે અઘરું હોય છે. Remember one thing life, બરાબર છે? Not now, I'll tell you. So જેટલું સહેલું મળે એટલું અઘરું હોય છે. So don't go for shortcuts. If you want to know, hear about suffer and journey to success, then the basic mantra is there is no shortcut to success. Right? You have to take your chances, as Nikhil said. You know, working mother, Namrata પોતાની સ્ટોરી કીધી, કેવા જમ્પ્સ ને કેવા સ્વિચીસ ને, you know, how her talent was, you know, recognized for what you are, believe in yourself. But guys, don't go for shortcuts. You have to believe in yourself and you keep it going. Hard work. You sit 12 hours in the lab. કેટલા લોકો બેસો છો અમારી 12 કલાક લેબમાં? હા, બરાબર છે? ફેકલ્ટી બેસે કરતા, પણ આપણે શાનું બેસવાનું? એ તૈયાર થાય પછી આપણે શીખવાનું, આપણે શીખી લઈશું. See, one thing you pointed out is, you know, when we leave from here, we should be able to leave something back and behind us. Correct? Faculty is there. They're resourceful, they come with experience, so use that wisdom from them. But you guys are fast. અત્યારે અહીં બેઠા મોટાવાળા કહી શકશે કે અમને અમારા છોકરાઓ ઘરે શીખવાડે છે. When it comes to use the phone, right? Connecting to net, ઘરે net down થયું પણ તો મારા છોકરા મોબાઈલ કરને તો કશું હું નથી કરતો. Because you guys are fast. So use that speed, that grasping, that exposure that you got. Right? અમે જ્યારે ભણતા હતા ત્યારે અહીંયા આગળ ધીરે જેવી વાતો લાગે પણ ઘણું બધું નહોતું. When I was a kid, simple વસ્તુ વાત કરીએ કે અહીંયા ઘરે I'm lucky to be living in a vicinity of LD always. LDની પાછળ ઉષાની જોઈને મારું ઘર છે, અત્યારે સેટેલાઇટ રહું છું. તો એક્સપિરિયન્સ કરવા માટે ખાલી ચીનુભાઈ ટાવર કહીને કોમ્પ્લેક્સ છે, તમને અત્યારે ખબર બી નહીં હોય, આશ્રમ રોડ પર, એમાં પેલી એસ્કેલેટર માટે સીડી આવી હતી. So going there to ride the stair was an experience for us. અને તમારા બધાના મોલ ઘર આંગણે થઈ ગયા છે. Correct? So not your fault. It's good that advancement has happened, but there is lot that has gone into it, and there is lot that can go inside further into it. So one thing that I would say to start with is, success has no shortcut, right? Other thing that, I think Nikhil and Amanda, you have to take your chances. You have to take risk. If I talk about my journey, I was lucky to be student, my schooling was done at the CN Vidyalaya, right? One of the best schools that anybody can ask for back then. And then I was luckier that my bachelor's was through LD College of Engineering. મારી સ્ટોરી નમ્રતા મેડમ કરતા થોડી જુદી છે. હું આખું 12મું મેડિકલમાં જવા માટે ભણ્યો હતો. મારું આખું ગ્રુપ મેડિકલમાં ગયું હતું. મારા માર્ક્સ બી સારા આવ્યા હતા. બાયોલોજીમાં 93 આવી ગયા હતા. It was my passion. I really loved it. But when I got the result, I had a bright results, everything. અમારા ઘરે મેડિકલ કરતા કમ્પ્યુટર પહેલા કરાતું હતું. બરાબર છે. તો અને ત્યારે પછી મેં જરા બધું હવે શું કરવું, ખરેખર મને ખબર તો હતી જ નહોતી શું કરવું. We were not as clear as you all were, right? We were just, let us do something. હવે 12મું થતું, there was no agreement degree, so we were lucky that way. That we had a choice to decide at the age of 17 rather than age of 15. તો આખું મેડિકલ માટે કરેલી તૈયારી બધું થઈ ગયું હતું. પછી બધા પૂછવાનું ચાલુ કર્યું, મારા કાકા ડોક્ટર, માસા ડોક્ટર. મેડિકલ ઇઝ ગુડ, પણ કમ્પ્યુટર સારું છે. કે મેડિકલ એમને બી કમ્પ્યુટરને બહુ ખબર નહોતી. But because they were in the medicine profession, that was not that charming to them anymore. કે number one, you will never have a happy customer. People come to you when they are in problem and then they walk away. And they don't come to you when they are happy. And second thing I was told was, આખી જિંદગી ભણવાનું ચાલુ જ રહેશે. Little that I know કે એને બદલાવાનું નથી, નમ્રતા મેડમે કીધું એ. It has become even worse. It is changing so fast. So you have to keep yourself relevant, guys. કોલેજના 4 વર્ષ પછી કોલેજ પૂરી થઈ જતી નથી. You have to keep yourself relevant. You have to keep learning. Keep yourself current. એના માટે આપણે આપણા ફેકલ્ટીને માધ્યમ બનાવીને, ફેકલ્ટી આપણને માધ્યમ બનાવીને જોડે રિલેવન્ટ રહી શકીએ છીએ. સો આ 4 વર્ષ ગઈકાલે કેટલા લોકો હતા સમર્પણમાં હાજર? ગુડ. એક સરસ વાક્ય આનંદભાઈ બોલ્યા હતા કે 4 વર્ષની યજ્ઞમાં ઉજળા થઈને સોના જેવા થયેલા એન્જિનિયરો. બરાબર છે. સો બિંગ એટ કોલેજ ઇઝ kind of, you are going through that entire process. You are preparing for the world. There is a beautiful world out there. Of course, nothing as good as our college LD is. But you have to make a point to make the most of your days that you are at college in learning everything. And when I'm saying learning, I'm not techie guy. मैं प्रोग्रामिंग करे लगभग 10-15 वर्ष થઈ ગયા છે છેલ્લા પ્રોગ્રામિંગ કરે. હવે સમજુ છું કરતો નથી. JIT, I was in US before becoming part of JIT. So coming back to journey part, after bachelor's I went to US. Actually, madam, તમારી જેમ જ બધા થિયરી ટોફલ આપતા હતા ને એટલે મેં આપી દીધી હતી. બરાબર છે. અને પછી બધા વિઝા લેવા જતા હતા, અમે વિઝા લેવા જતા બી રહ્યા હતા. અને લકી વિઝા મળી ગયા. તમારા આપણે વિઝા સ્ટુડન્ટ વિઝા બહુ અઘરો હતો. But it was not that, that is the end of the world. One thing was clear. Doesn't matter where am I, I'm going to come back home. So after 14 years in US, વનવાસ પત્યો, એટલે ભગવાને કીધું કે હવે ઘરે જવાની પરમિશન મળી શકે એમ છે. જવું છે કે કન્ટિન્યુ કરવું છે. So decided to come back, and we came back home in 2009, became part of JIT, which is 1,000 plus people company now. We are listed in basically MSc and BSc. પણ આ બધા ચાન્સીસ હતા. જ્યારે અમેરિકાથી ઇન્ડિયામાં પાછો આવ્યો ત્યારે JIT was not in my cards. I did not know what I was going to do. એક જ મિશન હતું કે ઘરે પાછા જવું છે. I was at that I was working for Arcade and Lucent, which was Lucent earlier, became Arcade and Lucent. I was managing their 150,000 people's assets across the world, 80 countries, master company, બરાબર? So Jeremy Giri, now I'm going to resign, I'm going to go. So I was asked, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go next? I say home. So I was immediately told, you want to go home, right? You have office in Bangalore, why don't you go there? And I said, you did not hear me completely. I said, I want to go home. And home is Ahmedabad, that is where my heart is. Right? So when we came here, And absolutely clean slate થી આવ્યો હતો પાછો. નથિંગ એવું કશું જ કે ભાઈ મારો આ પ્લાન છે, આ કરીશ, કશું વિચાર્યું નહીં. બસ ઘરે પહોંચી પછી વિચારી લેશે. આવી ગયા. My idea was not to get into IT back again. Had 14 years of IT, did my master's there. પછી કર્યો બહુ છે આમાં થવાનો કંટાળો આવે કે નવું કરીએ. વર્ષ બધે ફેર પડ્યા, ફેક્ટરી ચાલુ કર્યું, રેસ્ટોરન્ટ ચાલુ કર્યું, બધું વિચારી લીધું હતું. બરાબર. પછી થયું કે આપણી દાર તો આઈટીમાં જ ગયા છે. Right? This is where what you are. This is what you know so well. And India માં આવ્યા પછી સિસ્ટમની challenges બી આપણને જરા લાગે. Because after staying away from so many years, getting into the system and starting something new wasn't sounding that easy as it was looking from there. So I was fortunate to become part of JIT, and that journey started again. We grew from about 300 people company back then to 1,000 people company, went public. But there are certain things that are non-negotiable in any journey you proceed from here. All right? કેટલા જોબ ફર્સ્ટ યર આવે, સેકન્ડ, થર્ડ, ફોર્થ સારા કોઈ કરામાં ફ્યુ જોબ મળી ગયેલી છે. હવે શું છે? ઓકે 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 બરાબર. જો સેવનમાં રહે. અને ફર્સ્ટ એન્ડ સેકન્ડ વાળા awesome, lot of people. So guys, fourth year વાળા are at the far end. You might be now busy in your internships and projects and jobs. Reach out to alumni committee wherever you need help. But my message is more for first and second year and third year, who are still on campus. This campus has a lot to offer. I'm not saying only in terms of infrastructure or labs and other facilities, but there are 6 core values that LD carries. બરાબર. એકેડેમિક એક્સેલન્સ તો એક છે, બાકીની core value કેટલા લોકોને યાદ છે? એકાદ જાઓ તો એક શોર્ટ મારો. Leadership, self-reliance, collaboration, teamwork, very collaboration, socially relevant. All right, the fifth is, and the sixth one is, social relevance is together. In innovation, right? So, the technical and the non-technical values. वो विचारीने आ रहे थे LDA પોતાનો વિષય મૂકેલું છે. It is not just about studies. It is not only that is happening written in the books and happening inside the labs. It depends on your interest. If you are of that mindset, give you 100% there. If you are not that mindset, Namrata madam said somebody had guided her earlier, but khali technically managerial thought to remain relevant. So that is also on the spectrum that one should be prepared to explore. This college has that possibility. Leadership, collaboration, correct, and self-reliance. આટલું બધું કરી રહ્યા છે, આટલું બધું થઈ રહ્યું છે. Bring yourself, make yourself part of it. You will be learning so much. Something that you cannot probably put your hand on. અમારા બધાનો ગ્રોથ થયો, તમે અમારાથી કોઈને પૂછો કે તમારો ગ્રોથ ક્યારે ચાલુ થયો? Can you put a finger anywhere else? There is no start button for growth. એ કમ્પ્યુટરમાં હોય, ફોનમાં હોય, ગાડીમાં હોય. જીવનમાં તો તમારે વર્ક કરતા જ રહેવું પડે ને, બિલ્ડ થતું રહે અને આગળ વધતું રહે. સો આ કોલેજના કેમ્પસથી ચાલુ કરી અને જે કરો દિલથી કરો, જે કરો તમારા સ્ટ્રોંગેસ્ટ એફર્ટથી કરો. Give your 100%. There is no shortcut to success. Hard work is the only option. Believe in destiny. નસીબ હોય છે એ ક્યારે ઉપયોગ કરવાનો? તારું નસીબ સારું હશે તો થશે, બાકી નહીં થાય એમ કરીને ચાલુ નહીં કરવાનું. મહેનત કરતી વખતે નસીબને ભૂલી જાઓ. રિઝલ્ટ આવે ને એક્સેપ્ટ કરવા નસીબનો ઉપયોગ કરો. ઇટ્સ ઓકે, ધીસ વોઝ મેન્ટ ટુ બી. લેટ મી વર્ક ઓન સમથિંગ એલ્સ. ફેલ્યુરને ડાયજેસ્ટ કરવા માટે યુ યુઝ ધેટ રાધર દેન મારું નસીબ ખરાબ હતું મારું થયું. બટ બિલીવ મી, there is એક સ્ટીવ જોબ્સનું બહુ સરસ સેન્ટેન્સ છે. અને he was talking at one of the graduation ceremony at one, I think Harvard or somewhere, in which he says you can only connect the dots backwards. તમારા જીવનમાં આજથી ચાલુ થઈ, ભૂતકાળમાં થઈ, ભવિષ્યની થતી ઘટનાઓ થવાનું કારણ હોય જ છે. You just don't know why they are happening. You think it is a bad thing or wrong thing or something is too good. But it is only in future when you will tell કે કયા પોઈન્ટે શું થયું હતું, એની અસર આજે મને આ મળી રહી છે. We all have witnessed that by experience. You have to believe in that. So keep your doing good karmas, it will end up producing good result. હું એક એક્ઝામ્પલ આમાં આપું છું વારે વારે. હું એલડીમાં હતો ને ત્યારે પોલિટિકલી બહુ એક્ટિવ હતો. મેડમે કીધું બધા 5 વર્ષે એન્જિનિયર થતા હતા. શી વોઝ લકી that 4 વર્ષે અમે 4.5 વર્ષે થયા હતા. બરાબર છે. તો હિતેશજી અમે બધા થોડાક પડાકુ હતા. અને પોલિટિકલ એક્ટિવ થયા એટલે અમારે એક જ એજન્ડા ઇલેક્શનમાં એન્ટર થયા હતા કે બધા 4 વર્ષે એન્જિનિયર થવા જોઈએ. વન ઓફ ધી થિંગ વોઝ ફાઇનલ વાળા તોફાન કરે, થર્ડ વાળા તોફાન કરે, ફર્સ્ટ વાળા જોડાઈ જાય. કોલેજમાં એન્ટર થાય એને તો ખબર પડતી ના હોય, મજા કરે, હા એક્ઝામ હોય તો બહુ મજા. એટલે લગભગ પહેલું વર્ષ 6 વર્ષ 1.5 વર્ષ થઈ જાય, પછી તો અમે કેચઅપ જ ના કરી શકો. સો વી હેવ થોટ ઇન અવર બેચ let us, if we want to make this system regular, we are out. અમે તો ખેડેલા પડી ગયેલા હતા કે ફોર્મ નહોતો મળ્યો, we are of no use at that point in terms of bringing things on time. But let us do something કે ફર્સ્ટ સેમી બેચની એક્ઝામ આવે એ એક્ઝામ જુદી કરી દઈએ. સો વેન અમારી એક્ઝામ ડીલે ફર્સ્ટ સેમી થવી ના જોઈએ. 2 ચેલેન્જ હતી. ફર્સ્ટના છોકરાઓને જરાય ગમતું નહોતું કે તમારી એક્ઝામ ડીલે કરો છો અને અમારે અમને એક્ઝામ ટાઈમસે લેવડાવો છો. અને બીજા હતા આપણી યુનિવર્સિટી. અમે બધા એક્ઝામ કન્ડક્ટ ના કરીએ એક વર્ષમાં. ફાઇનલ તો જોડે જ કન્ડક્ટ છે, ફાઇનલ એક્ઝામ તો જોડે જ કન્ડક્ટ છે. કેટલો બધો ખર્ચો થાય, કેટલું બધું એટલા બધા વસાય સાહેબ વીસી હતા ત્યારે. સો લેટ આર્ગ્યુ લિટરલી આમ કરીને સ્વભાવ એવો ખરો થયો તીખો. બટ ફાઇનલ વીવર હી લિસન ટુ અસ. અમારે એક જ હતું કે કોઈની એક્ઝામ 3 મહિના 6 મહિના બી લેટ થાય છે. So many admissions were going. She was lucky that her admission came through and she could get into IIT. Otherwise, she was about to lose it. She saved it, right? There are many people who are great earners, right? For their family. એમનું સેલરી ડીલે થાય છે. કેટલા બધા લોકો માસ્ટર્સ એડમિશન કરવાના હોય, યુએસ અને એ ડીલે થાય છે. એ આર્ગ્યુમેન્ટ સાહેબ કન્વેન્શન એગ્રી કર્યા. આઈ એમ સેઇંગ ધ હોલ સ્ટોરી બીકોઝ આવું કરવાથી હું 94માં પાસ આઉટ છે. મારે 98ની બેચ પહેલી બેચ એવી હતી જે ઓન ટાઈમ બહાર નીકળી. And my life partner belongs to 98 batch. So when I was coming from US, arranged marriage છે. So બરાબર છે, don't take it otherwise. એના માટે કશું કર્યું નહોતું. But when I came from US, ઘરેથી પ્રેશર મળવાનું ચાલુ થાય, એ કન્ડિશન હતી કે ના ભણવાનું પતું તો જ મળીશ. અને એ ગ્રેજ્યુએશન પતી ગયેલું હતું. So આ મહેનત કરી હતી તો અમે મળ્યા. So you do things believing in the karma, believing in the destiny, the right result come at the end of it. Barabar? I was not thinking of this at that point, but this was the after consequence of betterment that I got. We quickly go over one slide. I'm second last slide પર બેઠો ને સીધો. So it's a sum up for all of you. આપણે કેમ કે આપણે જીવના. So these are 10 mantras of success that I will tell. Most of these are talks, some are not. We'll just quickly go over it. So first, I will tell you guys, devil is in the details. As you start your professional journey, આપણે જરા philosophical ને spiritual વાતો થોડી વધારે થઈ ગઈ. Let's come back to the reality. So first is devil is in the details. Don't be afraid to ask questions. These two things go hand in hand. કોઈ વસ્તુ ખબર પડી ને એટલે ચાલુ નહીં પડી જવાનું. ઘણા ટિપિકલ એન્જિનિયરિંગ નેચર ખોટી લઈશું આવે. બરાબર છે? But let it be research, let it be operations, let it be execution. If you don't think ahead, you will end up doing the circles, iterations, which is loss of efficiency, right? Waste of money, waste of your time. So devil is in the details. Always remember that everything you do, spend, pause, take a pause, appropriate to whatever you are planning to do, work out all the details, and then start executing. During execution, you keep an eye on what is actually happening, is it happening right or wrong. Otherwise, you just keep going as per your plan. That is the way to success. It may not be 100%, it may not work 100%, but this will make you successful, but this will improve your chance of being successful highly. Correct? And ask right questions. The third one, no is as good an answer. One of you mentioned that તમે ના પાડી somewhere. You say that, right? અને મેડમે બી આ એક્ઝામ્પલ મેન્શન કર્યું કે પેલો પ્રોજેક્ટ કરવા જવાના હતા, પ્રોજેક્ટ ડિલે થઈ રહ્યો હતો અને એમના ક્લાયન્ટને જઈને કીધું કે આ પ્રોજેક્ટ ટાઈમે પચ્યો નથી, આ ટાઈમે પચશે. બરાબર, એવું નથી કે હાથ પાડવી પડે દરેક વસ્તુમાં. ધીસ ઇઝ ટિપિકલ ઇન્ડિયન માઇન્ડસેટ કે ના પાડીશ તો પેલાને નહીં ગમે અને આપણે કમ્પલ્શનથી હા પાડીએ છીએ. ઇવન આપણું મન માન્યું નથી હોતું, પણ આપણે રિયાલિટી ખબર કે આ વસ્તુ થાય જ નથી. બટ સ્ટીલ યુ વિલ સે યસ. સાહેબ કે છે અને ખરાબ લાગશે, ડોન્ટ ડુ ધેટ. બટ વેન યુ સે નો, દેર શુડ બી રીઝન વિથ ઇટ. મને નથી ગમતું ઇઝ નોટ ગુડ ઇનફ રીઝન. ઘરે પપ્પા ના પાડો ત્યાંની વાત કરું. બરાબર. So, no is a good answer because that tells other person, it gives other person information that this cannot be done. Rather than you say yes and it is not going to be done, and that person has a false hopes and is going to wait till the end and is going to fail, it's better to tell this cannot be done, but this can be done. That's another answer. So remember guys, no is as good an answer. તમારે કહેવાની રીત અને રીઝન સાચા હોવા જોઈએ. બરાબર છે? It should be communicate. ચૂપ રહેવાની જરૂર નથી. I think somebody should question કરો, participate કરો. Do that. તમારા idea sharing કરો, but communication is not a one-way channel. You should be open to listening too. Listen and convey. Digest વચ્ચે વાળો ભાગ રાખવાનો. મારે બહુ ચેલેન્જ આવતી હોય, મેડમ ઇઝ અ વિટનેસ ટુ ધેટ. તો સવારે કહેવાનું ચાલુ કરે ને મને ખબર શું કહેવા જાય છે. Be ethical. And બીજું બી છે. Very important, guys. As we said, there is no shortcut to success. It is equally and more important that you remain ethical. Very often in your life, you will be having two choices. I would not say right and wrong, but it will be right and easy. બરાબર છે? You have to pick which route you want to go. The right one may sound longer, may sound harder, but doing the right things brings the right result. We are becoming a global citizen, and as a citizen, cannot be self-centered. સોસાયટીને આપવાનું છે ને અપાય નહીં તો કશો વાંધો નથી, કોઈનું ખરાબ ના થવું જોઈએ. So as an engineer, it becomes our responsibility that when we are stepping out to build a better world, we remain ethical to ourselves and to the society that we belong to, the people that have contributed in our life directly or indirectly. So this is the message that we all should have very clear in our minds, that we will remain achievers. પૈસા આવશે તો પૈસા પાછળ તમે ખોટું કરી દેશો તો એનું સેટિસ્ફેક્શન ક્યારે નહીં આવે. You will not be able to sleep at peace. અત્યારે લાગે તમે સક્સેસફુલ થઈ ગયા, તમારા માટે કેવું ચાલ્યું છે. But any of us sitting here, there is a long journey and lot of effort and hard work has gone in before we reached here. તપો રસ્તો ગોલ્ડ જ બહાર નીકળશે. Right? Supersede yourself. Challenge should be always in, how do I become better? પેલું ગીત છે આપણે, દૂસરો કી જય સે પહેલે ખુદ કી જય કરે. એટલે ખુદ કી નથી, ખુદ કો છે, if I remember correctly. બરાબર છે? ખુદ કી જય તો સેલ્ફિશ વાળી વાત થઈ ગઈ. પણ ખુદ કો તો you have to win yourself. એક આપણું mindset બની જાય છે ને ઘણી વાર, એના કરતા હું સારો, that is not enough. મારા કરતા હું સારો થયો કે નહીં, એ જે બી છે એ સારો જ છે, તો સારી જ છે, એના રીઝન છે. We done our part. So keep working towards your બાળકને લેબ હોય કે ઘરે એઝ અ પેરેન્ટ તમારે કિડ્સને રેઝ કરવાનો હોય, you keep working to make it better, so which will produce the right result eventually. There are two more, I believe. That's it. Take ownership. Engineers do things and they own things, okay? અને આપણે રાજા બની ફરવાનું. બરાબર છે? પણ તમે રાજા ત્યારે બનો કે જયારે પ્રજા હોય, બાકી ડિક્ટેટર કહેવાય. બરાબર છે? અને એના માટે તમારે જવાબદારી લેવી પડે અને જવાબદારી નિભાવવી પડે. People will believe in you, first you have to believe in yourself, which is next, I think. And a good lesson. Anyway, so take ownership, do things right. The next one says stop criticizing, instead find solutions. બહુ બધું ખરાબ છે દુનિયામાં, કોલેજમાં, ફેકલ્ટીમાં, એના પર અટકવાનું નહીં. If there is something wrong, what have you done to make it right matters more. You have to be part of a solution, not part of the problem. Every problem comes with a solution. આ બધા WhatsApp પર તમારે ઘણા બધા ફ્રોડ આવતા હશે અને વાંચી બી સારું બી લાગતું હશે. અત્યારે હવે બોલે સાંભળીને સારું બી લાગતું હશે કે આજે સવારે યોગા કેટલા કર્યા, તો એમ યોગામાં ઇન્હેલ કે ને આ બધાને ડીપ બ્રીથ સાથે અંદર લેવાના અને રાખી મૂકવાના. કુંભક કીધું હતું, અંદર કુંભક, રાઈટ? તો ત્યાં ટકાવી રાખવાના છે. So this thing, basically, otherwise, it is very easy to scream about things that, મારે આ નથી, નાના આવું છે, તેવું છે. But so what? It will solve it? No. So focus on solution, guys. Each of you want to be successful, you want to be somewhere that it's not about people notice you or not, but you want to be honest to yourself, be part of a solution. The last one, believe, which we started up front. Believe in yourself, believe in karma, believe in destiny. But there is just to believe in a God that He has planned a great master plan for me. Whatever is happening in my life is just a strategy that I must go through to reach that point. Right? Thank you. I hope you find it worthwhile. Inhale and execute. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, sir, for such motivating words. We thank you for sharing your story and experience. Now, I would like to welcome our students and faculty to ask questions and interact with our alumni. Mike? Thank you so much, ma'am. Be seated and raise your hands.
Hello.
શકે છે પણ તરત એવું નથી આવતું, થોડોક ટાઈમ પછી આવે છે. તો એ કઈ રીતે આમ તરત કરવું હશે કે ખુદ પર તરત જ એવું એક્શન લઈ શકું?
So you answer yourself only, yeah. Means, hello, is it clear now? So you answer yourself. See, you will only confident when you want to do something. Everything cannot be. So let's say, remember the situation. जब ऐसा लगा कि पीछे मुड़ के कुछ जाना है, कब ऐसा लगा?
सर जब कुछ हार्ड लगा, मतलब
क्या हार्ड लगा?
करने में,
क्या करने में हार्ड लगा?
कोई काम कर रहे हैं.
So the life what we are living today is very easy, which we only compare day to day. But you have not seen the life experience or life accident. When you face a life accident, you will realize this day-to-day problems are nothing basically. They are nothing. So जैसे give one more example ना, क्या हार्ड लगा?
सर जैसे कि कोई कंपनी में अगर जा रहे हैं इंटरव्यू के लिए, तो वहाँ पे इंटरव्यू दे रहे हैं तो उनके एक्सपेक्टेशन हम समझ सकते हैं। जैसे वो पूछेंगे कि आपकी वीकनेस क्या है, तो अगर हम वीकनेस में ये बताएं कि हमारी वीकनेस नहीं है, तो उसका इंप्रेशन खराब भी पड़ सकता है।
वेरी गुड। आप ये पूछो ना, आपको मेरी वीकनेस से ज्यादा जरूरत है, मेरी स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा यूज करनी है। Every question where you fail, and if you really think on it, you'll get better answers. See, one of the things what we see, I was reading the negotiation, right? We always think there are 2 answers, but for any problem there are 10 answers, and we get the right answer in the mind frame we are. If you are in positive mind frame, we'll get all the positive answers. Still, I face this problem when the person is very creepy and all. He will always give you the no answer. But if you are very positive in your life, you'll get all the positive answers. Still you tell me, और कहाँ इंटरव्यू तो चलो ठीक है, सामने वाला भी तो क्या चाहता है ना आपसे, सामने वाला सुपरमैन नहीं चाहता आपको, सभी आना चाहिए, राइट? इफ यू सी ऑन द लिंक्डइन एंड फेसबुक वहाँ पर आता है, राइट? कोडिंग भी आना चाहिए, टेस्टिंग भी आना चाहिए, सब कुछ आना चाहिए, राइट? बट इज दैट व्हाट?
अगर हम कुछ और करना चाहते हैं, जैसे कि रिस्क लेने की आपने बात की कि रिस्क लेना चाहिए, तो रिस्क से हमें
बट कौन रोक कौन रहा है?
नहीं सर, हम खुद को जैसे होगी कि अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो पीछे क्या है।
See, when you are in this life, right? I've put so many challenges. 2019 में भी, right? क्या होगा क्या? What will happen to you? See, just to live a life, you need 20,000 rupees job. This is your life. Life को जीने के लिए 25,000 रुपए से ज्यादा नहीं चाहिए आपको. If you ask me. Now, is that tough life to live? आपको पैसे चाहिए, you know why? Because your aspirations. You have to do something. Your vision, your passion. कुछ करना है, राइट? अच्छा, अगर आपको गाड़ी बनानी है, सी यू विल रियलाइज दिस इन टुडेज टाइम, एंड मेनी पीपल से कि आज के बच्चे को समझते नहीं है। द प्रॉब्लम विद टुडे किड इज, इफ यू आस्क मी, उसको इन सबकी जरूरत ही नहीं है। तो इफ यू आस्क मी, दिस आर द मटेरियलिस्टिक थिंग, तो आपको अगर लाइफ जीनी है, डर किससे लगता है? क्या होगा? पीछे रह जाओगे, बट किससे? आजू बाजू से। आप तो वैसे कितने पीछे हो? If you ask me today, the people who are sitting on 1 million valuation or 1 million high net worth are 3,65,000. आपको नहीं पता किससे पीछे होगा, आपको डर किससे लग रहा है? Just again ask this question. क्या होगा?
सर बस डर ऐसा है कि जब मैं पहले था तो उसको शायद भी ना कर पाते वहाँ पे रहता हूँ।
Exactly. तो बहुत सारी चीजें थी, जैसे मैंने आपको बोला, राइट? I left, ठीक है, so much money and all, but पैसा छूटता नहीं है, राइट? अब 500,000 जॉब, आई एम डूइंग वेरी नाइसली, और कुछ करना नहीं होता, ऑफिस में जाके सबको खाली ऐसे बातें करनी होती थी। सो सिंपल, यू कैन आस्क सो मेनी पीपल सिटिंग ओवर हियर, 15 साल जॉब के बाद खाली यही बचता है। आई एम टेलिंग यू गाइस, 15 एंड आई कैन टेल इन ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ एवरीवन, 15 साल या 20 साल के जॉब के बाद आपको क्या करना पता है मालूम है? लाइफ में सिर्फ सबको मोटिवेट करना होता है, काम करो। आई डोंट नो दैट, ठीक है, sorry, I don't know that. It's a who brings the food on the table. हाँ, मतलब मोटिवेट करना है, वो सॉफ्ट स्किल आ जाती है, बट इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द इंडिविजुअल व्हाट यू लाइक। अगेन यू आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन, राइट? किससे डर लगता है?
चलिए ऐड कीजिए, डर के आगे जीते। All is well. Those are simple mantras, really put in a very funny, humorous way. But I understand when you say कि failure का fear लगता है. But what is at stake is what you want to ask again. It's okay if ये job नहीं मिला, ये project fail हो गया. It is not end of the world. Take your chance, prepare for yourself for better. As you said, failure will help you prepare for better. But if you don't take your chances, or if you remain in that fearful mode, तो एक्चुअली जब आप कहीं पे यू विल नॉट बी कॉन्फिडेंट, तो जस्ट गिव योर 100% व्हाट यू आर डूइंग. You should be clear in your mind that you have given 100%, you are worthy of this thing. अब अगला नहीं सोचता है तो उसकी प्रॉब्लम है, इट्स हिज लॉस नॉट योर लॉस. वो एरोगेंस नहीं होना चाहिए, एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए. तो जस्ट गो विद कॉन्फिडेंस, प्रिपेयर. विदाउट प्रिपरेशन चाहते हैं कि भगवान मुझे आज ये जॉब दिला दे, तो फेलियर का चांस है, तो डरना चाहिए. और उसमें डरने की भी जरूरत नहीं, वो नहीं मिलने वाला, तो तुमको पता है, यू आर जस्ट लुकिंग फॉर रॉन्ग थिंग. right? So just keep that in mind.
तो एक और चीज है, ठीक है, जस्ट टू गिव यू द बूस्ट योर कॉन्फिडेंस, योर एलडी पास आउट, योर एंट्रेंस एग्जाम, ठीक है, कितने लोग एग्जाम में देते थे, बीकॉम, बीएससी एंड ऑल दोस, एटलीस्ट यू सिटिंग रफली इन टॉप 20 लाख स्टूडेंट्स, फिर भी डर है, फिर भी डर है, डर किस बात का यार, आपने 4 साल पढ़ा है, फिर भी डर है, तो डर ऐसी चीजें कभी नहीं जाएगा. Oh, that's a good question. By the way, I was telling initially institute की value हुआ करती थी. You know why? क्योंकि knowledge institute में ही हुआ करती थी books. Today, the knowledge that we capture the knowledge is not in institute. It's everywhere now. So you should be more capable of converting that knowledge into the usage. So आप जो पढ़ रहे हो पक्का काम का नहीं है. Accept ही कर लो. Means whatever you are reading is of no use. I am telling you right away because what I have done a year before, वो आज काम का ही नहीं है अगर मुझे यंगस्टर से बात करना है तो. I am the student who learn Java, all database, right? Database change हो गया है, SQL से open database हो गया है, cloud से network अलग हो गया है, right? Coding में container आ गया है, OS change हो गया, virtualization हो गया, so काम का ही नहीं है. So that was the learning. आज आप जो भी पढ़ रहे हो, ठीक है, जब तक आप अप्लाई नहीं बनाओगे कुछ काम का नहीं है. But fundamentals are still of use. जब बोलते ना ये क्या करेंगे, so I was telling my kid, right? वो बोले ये सब पढ़ने के क्या फायदा, right? For giving example, अगर किसी चीज का एरिया निकालना हो और किसी से पूछना ये एरिया कैसे निकला, वो नहीं निकाल पाएगा, but you will do it very fast. Of concepts. तो डर अच्छा है अगर आपको सीखना है तो. If you are on learning path, डर हरदम रहेगा.
I would like to share an experience. So we have an innovation club. So the students were there, and the expert asked, so who all are interested in innovation? So all hands were raised. Then the expert asked, who is interested? If after the graduation you will not get the salary, then who is interested in innovation? So none of the hands were raised. Only one student raised the hand, and he has a startup. He has a successful big registration, and his name is Roshan Rawal. He is doing good. So we want to encourage our students that startup is a good idea. Initially you may not earn, but after all, they make in India.
Yeah. So how many people are open for startup? How many? Okay, fine. Why not? Why not? Why not you are open for startup? चलेगा नहीं है तो ठीक है, but I will answer by why not. If you ask me, there is nothing wrong, सबको पैसे चाहिए. तो है सिस्टम नहीं है. कैसे करेगा? Like so I will give you one example. It's not a problem of yours only कि startup करना है, but I have a very good example which is very near and close to my own family. So my brother, right? He was the first in LD. He was in instrumentation, first into GATE, and first into IIM. So he was IIC Bangalore, IIM Bangalore, and then he worked in the Novel and all those, and he has a 14 years experience. Then he decided to really start the startup. And he left the job of 1 CR, something like that, in 2010-12. He started the startup. He ran for 2-3 years and he did not succeed, kind of, right? You know what happened after these 3 years? Even though he did not succeed in his startup, what happened after 3 years? So again, he went into the industry. His salary was reduced by 50%. He was at 60 lakhs. But you know what happened after 7 months or 1 year? His package was 2 CR. Because the experience, what you get as an entrepreneur, right? Seeing the whole situation differently is valued a lot. When you do a job and then somebody asks you to do these 10 steps, rather than you decide the 10 steps, that learning is much more bigger than somebody tells you to do this way. And that's why I'm saying the youngsters today, when you see the startup and you see a lot of concepts, right? Because every week I see 3 startups and all, their ideas are brilliant. They cannot think the way the people thinking in the age of 40-50 years. Because वो ट्यून हो चुके हैं, जैसे काम चलता है ना, वो एक्सेप्ट कर लिया कि ये ऐसे ही चलेगा. But the people like you can challenge the system. And I'm helping so many people and helping them who are into that mind frame. तो स्टार्टअप वो लोग नहीं करेंगे, ठीक है, वो कैन नॉट चैलेंज द सिचुएशन और स्टेटस को. एंड जो पैसे की बात है वो तो सबको चाहिए, मुझे भी चाहिए, ठीक है. बट बिलीव, अगर आप कुछ वैल्यूबल कर रहे हो तो उसकी वैल्यू है. फिर आप जॉब भी कर रहे हो, ठीक है, you have to decide मतलब आप क्या कर रहे हो. मतलब for me not job is bad, not startup is bad, both are good, but be relevant to the system. That's most important. I will not say कि startup ही करो और job करो, even though in the jobs also the good companies promote the innovation. So ऐसा नहीं innovation से startup में ही होता है, innovation in today's time companies में भी होता है. So more I will say be innovative rather than be behind startup. वो अपने आप आएगा अंदर से कब startup करना है. But be innovative in your thinking and be progressive. Just I will correct that much. Make in India is, आप किसी कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो, TCS, Infosys, and if you are giving any new system, they are Indian. They are everything in India. Even Apple India में, Bangalore में, it's Indian, right? So be innovative. Make life simple.
Startup is not a solution to quick money, huh? આ બધા યુનિકોર્ન ને બધું જોઈને આપણને લાગે કે આપણે કરીએ ને આપણે આઈડિયા બની સ્ટાર્ટઅપના પૈસા ભેગા એનો વરસાદ થવા માંડશે. You know, not to scare you, but the success ratio is very low in that. But what he says, you have to just stick to it if you believe in it. એટલે ગાડપણ ના કરતા સ્ટાર્ટઅપના નામે, but you could be doing anything. You can remain relevant, creative and innovative. It is your startup. It will be recognized. Correct. And brilliant ideas, you don't have to hold yourself back. We are available. You can reach out to us to help you out. So use the mentor knowledge and mentorship that you can get. That is what we want to play in, step in as an alumni community. Risk લેવાનું, પણ સલાહ બી લેવાની. પપ્પા એને ખાસ આવવાનું. My sincere request to all the kids of today. They may not understand what you're doing, but try to make them understand rather than just ignoring. તમને ખબર નહીં. ફેકલ્ટીનું વિઝડમ તો નંબર 1 છે.
Just to add you, today the startup system is much more easier, which is used to be before, because there are so many people like me who have really earned very well in their 40s, and they are with all the experience of channel marketing, product management, technology, access to the fund. There are so many people in Bangalore, Pune, everywhere, who are really supporting the startups. And they're really supporting the ideas also, including myself. But I know so many people. So if you have a good idea, so now we are in a better situation, if you ask me, to do any startup, because all the help is available right now. Means there are more than 25 institutions in colleges. There are more than 60 kind of IPV kind of angel investors. So today, if you ask me, there is a good setup to support startups. And if anyone want a good idea, they can approach me. आप लोग कुछ भी लैंग्वेज पूछ सकते हैं, कुछ भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. And I end up doing blockchain everything, so you can ask anything.
Hello, myself Professor Vidisha Thakkar from IT department. અને મારે બધા એક્સપર્ટને ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછવું છે કે જ્યારે હું ગાડી શીખતી હતી ને, તો મારા ડેડી કહેતા, હું રોજે કહું કે આજે હું ફર્સ્ટ ગિયર શીખી,
આજે મને બ્રેક મારતા આવડ્યું તો મારા પપ્પાએ કીધું કે જ્યારે તારે 5 મુજબ કરેક્ટ લાગી જશે ને પછી થોડો ટાઈમ રહીને ગાડી ચલાવવામાં કંટાળો આવવા માંડશે. તો જોબમાં બી મને લાગે છે કે એવું થાય છે કે પહેલો ગેર આવે પછી બીજો ગેર આવે પછી એક after you learn that fifth gear and after a little while you are stuck up કે જો સરે કીધું કે હમણાં કીધું કે હું ત્યાં જઈ આવ્યા પછી મને એવું થયું કે હવે આઈટી બહુ થઈ ગયું. મેડમે કીધું કે I had my time of doing this and then I switched. So all of you are doing really well right now. So I want to ask that what is that one thought or do you look up to any person or do you have any the checklist is still to be assessed? Of course, money would be one of them, which always would be. But is there anything else which can motivate or which will keep you motivating to doing this great always?
I can go last, but I have a good answer because I've done this exercise in 2019.
I really don't have any role model that I look up to, neither do I have a checklist. But here's this thought, what next? What do I do which is what I've not done? Where is the challenge, right? That keeps coming to me. And one of the thoughts that keeps coming now to me at this age is, what after retirement, right? 8-9 years left, but then what after that? And that keeps you thinking, right? So yes, you have learned the fifth gear here, but the moment you switch, you are back to the first gear and then you get the energy to take up again.
Pretty similar. I don't have any role model, very honestly, and don't have any checklist. But little different. I'm driven by purpose. Correct. What next is basically what I think she's saying, and that is what I would add to. There should be purpose to everything you do. So fifth gear આવશે જ નહીં. And when that purpose is achieved, my experience, you will have a mixed feeling of utter joy and satisfaction on one hand and emptiness on the other hand. Because purpose is fulfilled, so you are very happy. Or purpose is fulfilled, what do you do next? So there is when you have to just spend time in thinking about, what else you would like to do. Checklist બનાવીને ના જશો, બાકી વેકેશન પર ગયા હોય ને અને ચેકલિસ્ટ હોય ને તો પાછા એને થાકી ગયેલા હોય. મોસ્ટ ઓફ પીપલ એક્સપિરિયન્સ દેટ, રાઈટ? દુનિયામાં ગમે તે આ 5 વસ્તુ જોવાની છે, 2 દિવસ જ છે, જોઈ કાઢો. અરે you are forgetting that you have gone there to relax and enjoy, you have fun really. So don't go by checklist. Checklist work ને હો, લાઈફ ને ના હોય. મારે 2 ઘર બને, 2 આવી ગાડી લઈ આવું, ના થઈ જવું. That can be your aspiration, correct? But bottom line is find a purpose and work towards achieving a purpose. It could be social cause, it could be giving back, it could be raising your kids, taking them. My wife is an engineer. When my son was in 10th, she left the job. She's a design engineer, bridge design કરે છે. Purpose was, મારો son ભણી રહ્યો છે, અમારો, naturally, right? So she wanted to make sure that she can spend time with him before he goes to college and he gets a good admission. Not that she was sitting there teaching him all the day. But when he was preparing, she wanted to be forced behind. She purpose હતો એનો. 2 વર્ષ એને કામ નથી કર્યું. He's into IIT finally. She's happy, not because he's into IIT only, because she could spend 2 years with him. It could be purpose. To have a purpose, nothing is boring. You will enjoy doing it. So be driven by purpose and be passionate about what you do. કોઈએ કીધું ના કરતા, વિચારીને કરો.
So I will have 3 examples. First, car was a tool. पापा ने ये बोला फिफ्थ गियर आ जाएगा तो कार आ जाएगी, बट कार से आप कर क्या सकते हो? दुनिया देख सकते हो. जिस दिन दुनिया देखोगे उस दिन बोर नहीं होगे. ठीक है. तो आपका मोटो का कार सीखना है और कार आगे खत्म हो गया काम. If you ask me, I am also not today bored because I can travel so long in the car and see the world across. ठीक है. Second, yes, I do read a lot because I'm in that journey. So the latest example is Chandrasekhar, the chairman of Tata Group. He has done a wonderful job. If you ask me why is a good example, after converting TCS, he has transferred the Tata Group itself. And if you see his actions, the kind of strategy means you can say, right, I didn't get book elephant, make elephant dance. So making TCS, Tata Group dance, right, by this person, you should read him. So He's a marathon runner also. The kind of things what he does is 54, if I'm not wrong. He might be like 54. He's 54, right? He's one of the good case stories. The way he has turned out Tata Group, the valuation has gone 10 times. Yeah, in 5 years. He's done better than Ratan Tata, by the way. This is done better than Ratan Tata. And I do read about a lot of case stories. I spend my time in the reading and all. My 2019 was that only. What I should do? Shall I create one more organization of a kind of Elite Four and hire 700 people? Or more, I will grow the entrepreneurs and never enter into the execution. Sharpen my mentorship skills. It's very easy to do things by your hand, but can you inspire others, do things, mentorship, knowledge, right? And the outcome is within 2 years, as I say, right? Means I'm mentoring 10 startups and use my money in their growth, and I will get my return. It's a risk because I know means only 60-70% will succeed, but right now the complete money is playing into the startups because my passion. I am working with them, and money will come in the multiplier. So it's all your trust and the passion. And car ko car mat dekho. Is a me. Yes.
तो रनर की बात जो भी करो एक हॉबी को नरिश करो. Let it be music, running, bicycling. So that will give you the force to do what your routine work. That is very important. You know, he said, right? We are learning every day. She said, learn. So आज आप बातों करना, even though we are talking about it, okay, your hobby or your some interest will keep inspiring you, keep refueling your time. तो ये करता रहવાનું. बच्चे में चालू कर तो कोविड में सेम थिंग. I started cycling. रोज साइकिल लेने के लिए जवान. એને hobby ના કહેવાય. એને hobby ના કહેવાય. એને hobby ના કહેવાય.
Yeah. So I come every day over here at 5 o'clock by the way and do here exercise only. And आपका लोन वहाँ पर ही करता. So you can see that. 1 week, 1 month. 1 week, 1 month is the best option you have because the reader reads 1,000 lines before he dies. The only thing you can do is read. And there are so many channels and Bill Gates also does that. Every 6 months, he recommends books. And 50% of his books are really worth reading. So there are many options where you can read and just have a very, when you die, you should have at least library of more than 15,000 books. That's the best thing you can do in your life. Thank you. So I used to take all the Xerox of Java books because that time Java books were at $50, $60, right? And only one copy available in India. So these two gentlemen only bought these books, right? So what I do, I took the Xerox and share the work. That's what I'm saying. So
Thank you, everyone.
तो हमें करूँ कि स्टूडेंट करता फैकल्टी ने सवाल बताया होता है कि फैकल्टी बताना लर्न करवा मांगे हैं. So guys, now reach out to the faculty, not to us. Don't be shy. Huh? Please ask questions later on. Keep asking.
Good afternoon, sir. We have a question. When we have a constraint, just oppose our vision, then what we have to achieve the vision, and why, what path we have to follow.
So most of the time I answer why, how, and what. Okay. If you know the why I'm doing, most of the people stuck in how and what. जबकि वो तो होता ही है सामने. How और what तो दिख ही रहा होता है. ठीक है. Why clear नहीं होता. तो जो constraint है, ठीक है. When you know the 10 constraint, जैसे all my startups have a constraint, ठीक है. तो आंसर तो मुझे पता है ना यार. काम ही करना है. आप एक constraint बताओ.
Then vision to provide job opportunity to my home state Bihari people in one state.
Very nice.
And now I am doing MCA here, and my personal on consent, I belong to middle class family.
Very nice.
So there is no too many ways to achieve that.
So, okay. So when I started, I was also from middle class family. And अहमदाबाद the same problem. और अहमदाबाद में एक कहा जाता था, right? अगर ये IT कंपनी चालू करोगे तो बंद हो जाएगी 2 साल में. So I have the same background. And over here, if you ask me 2,000 people and your 60 startups जो यूट्यूब से निकल के they are running, so you can solve this problem. And you can start any company from the Bihar also, क्योंकि इंटरनेट की तो चाहिए आपको, और क्या चाहिए?
But आपके साथ ये था कि आप अहमदाबाद में थे.
तो आप बिहार में हो?
नहीं, my father came in 1991 in
हाँ.
Mumbai.
आपको चाहिए क्या एक कंपनी और 10 जनों को जॉब देने के लिए?
तो मेरी विजन सिर्फ एक कंपनी नहीं है.
हाँ.
मेरी विजन से एक कंपनी नहीं है.
एक कंपनी?
नहीं, मैं सेल्फ रिलायंस से कंपनी खोल के इंडस्ट्री नहीं बनना चाहता.
हाँ ठीक है.
मेरी विजन था कि सर बहुत सारी कंपनी से मेरे मैनेजमेंट चेंज किए थे.
वो हो जाएगा, ठीक है, बट उसमें सही बात है, ठीक है. कहाँ से स्टार्ट कहाँ से करोगे? वो तो विजन हो गया. स्टार्ट कहाँ से?
लघु उद्योग, हाउस इंडस्ट्री.
वेरी नाइस. फिर वेरी नाइस. और बोलो. You will get the answer very fast, step by step. You will answer everything right away. इसमें कंस्ट्रेंट कहाँ है? क्या?
अभी आने वाले 10 से 20 साल में अपने घर नहीं जा सकते बिहार.
क्यों? पर्सनल कंस्ट्रेंट के लोन ले रखा है क्या? दिस प्रॉब्लम. जब आप एक बार जॉब पे आते हो, फिर कार लोन पे लेते हो, घर लोन पे लेते हो, फिर जॉब नहीं छोड़ सकते. आपने लोन ले रखा है, फादर ने लोन ले रखा है ना, उसको चुकाना होगा, राइट? फाइन. मीन्स you can solve all this problem. By the way, everyone in India means now it's been resolved. But उस टाइम जितने भी लोग बाहर आए थे इंडस्ट्री में, सबकी ये कॉमन प्रॉब्लम थी. फादर हैज टुक द लोन, स्टिल इन द विलेज इज सेम थिंग. यू वर्क फॉर 2-3 years आउटसाइड. वो लोन ज्यादा नहीं होगा अगर विलेज में है तो, हार्डली 1-2 लाख का होगा. कितने का? 3-4 लाख का होगा, राइट? इससे ज्यादा होता नहीं है गाँव में, ठीक है. You can really repay that loan in a year or 2, and then you are free. See, सबसे पहले सोचो आपको कब फ्री होना है लाइफ में सबसे. And don't take anything on the loan even though you're on the job. Don't do that. Don't go by US economy. Don't go by that. Don't take anything on loan. Keep yourself free. किसी के slave मत बनो. Then you will see what you can do as a wonderful. I don't know whether I answered it or not, but आप जब सारी प्रॉब्लम लिखोगे ना तो आपको आंसर मिल जाएगा.
What I hear from you is you have a wonderful vision and a noble cause with you. You also have an immediate constraint which is I can't work on that. Right? I can't work on it immediately, but life इतना छोटा नहीं है. Life is long. Maybe immediately you look at solving the constraint that you have. Budget some time every day, every month to focus on what you want to achieve in the long term, right? Because it's all about balance. You will not be able to do the other without solving the first one. Solve the first one, but don't forget your vision. Spend time on your vision. Invest little time, build a network, keep thinking about how you can be creative in that area. Go and do social work there, do voluntary work there. There will be a lot of organizations who would be on the same mission. Go and spend some time with them. So maybe you will say, okay, every year if I have to take 20 days off as vacation, my those 20 days will be with some NGO and I'll go and work there, right? And that's how you make that beginning and you solve your constraints as well. And then jump out at some point in time and follow your larger vision. Thank you.
One thing to that, so you talk about why, what, and how. It's W5H. So there is also when in that. This is a number that Madam touched, right? So if it cannot be done now, it's not end of it. Look at it, what can be done now. Your purpose is that you want to do that. This is your current condition. यहाँ से वहाँ जाके ब्रिज बनाने का है. Everything doesn't happen overnight. You have to remain passionate about it. Just keep doing it. And one thing, when you have a great idea and a great cause, one thing I would say, guys, it's also important to do reality check. If in case there is a constraint, either your personal or system or otherwise, that you think it cannot be overcome, take some seniors' advice. And if it cannot be, then don't fight to it. Right? There is a point in time where you need to really probably realign your vision. Make it happen. In time काम करो बाद में final का से.
Now, I would request our Professor Vidisha Thakur ma'am to present a letter of acknowledgement as in gratitude to Ms. Namrata Somani ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would request Professor Ms. Hetal Pandya ma'am to present a letter of acknowledgement as a gratitude to Mr. Nikhil Jain sir. I would request Professor Mr. Pragnesh Patel sir to present a letter of acknowledgement to Mr. Prerak Shah sir. Thank you so much. Lastly, once a great man whispered, feeling a thankfulness and not expressing it is like a wrapping a present but not giving it. So, I would like to request our professor, Dr. Purvi Ramanuj ma'am, to exchange the vote of thanks. Good afternoon, Professor Dr. R.K. Gajjar ma'am, who are present. Professor Dr. C.S. Thakur sir, Head Computer Department. Dr. H.M. Divanji ma'am, Head IT Department. Ms. Namrata ma'am, Mr. Nikhil sir, Mr. Prerak Shah sir, today's speaker, faculty and staff members, and dearest participants. The motive behind the event, Safar-LDCE at 75 Journey to Success, is to foster dreams and to give inspiration to all the current students about career goals to set and answer the question of how to achieve these goals by very examples of the success story of our own beloved alumni. Touching upon cutting-edge technologies and how to keep up learning attitude to provide an insight into the fields of computers, best practices, teamwork, and other values needed for the success in the IT field. And I think with these enlightening talks of Ms. Namrata ma'am, Nikhil sir and Prerak sir, we can see the pathways of our future. So inspiring it was. Namrata ma'am, Nikhil sir, Prerak sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and sparing your valuable time for our students. Ma'am, we really, as a lady faculty, we really relate to you from your talk. Nikhil sir, we are very much aware about Buddha sir. We all, most of all of us are students of Buddha sir. Being innovative and ahead of time is the motto we said. So we really follow that motto, and we actually inspire the MCA students, because MCA students are always left with students they thought so. They are thinking that we are always bad. Special mention to Prerak sir. Sir, yesterday we were discussing about how busy your schedules were, and still we are witnessing your sincere efforts towards the alma mater. Thanks to you and LDC Alumni Association for facilitating the conduct of this mammoth event. I just want to add it here. You talked about 86 to 98 era. I want to add that I am also 96 to 2000 batch, and so many faculties are there who are also LD alumni, and I think 2021 से भी तो पहुंची जाएगी बड़ा एक अच्छी. Ma'am and sir, we shall really surely try to check all the points that you mentioned today. Thank you to Principal Ma'am, Dr. Divanji Ma'am, Dr. Thakur Sir for continuous support and guidance. Thanks to my team of coordinators, Ms. Hetal Ma'am, Ms. Vidisha Ma'am, and Mr. Pragnesh Sir all the student coordinators, Prashant, Shalin, Nikita, Krishna, all MCA and any students of computer branch and IT branch, Deepak Bhai, the photography and videography team. Thanks to all the faculty and staff members of computer department and IT department, and most of all, to all the participants. It is a saying that success does not come to you because you want it. The success comes to you because you do the right things. So thank you for your participation, that is doing the right thing, taking motivation from experts. Keep up the enthusiasm, and as sir says, keep up the positive thinking. We also have YouTube Live. If you have missed something, you can check it out. Lastly, thank you God for everything. Thanks a lot.